Well, good evening, all you long distance motorcycle riders, and today we'll add roadside America attraction peeps. I was in McLean, Texas. I stayed the night at the Cactus Inn Motel. It's like a retro motel right back to the 60s, Route 66 60s. Um, I didn't do a vlog there because there was a couple of construction crews staying there, and I could hear them outside, so that means they could hear me inside, so I didn't even bother. But what's funny was when I woke up the next morning, the parking lot was practically full. It was kind of weird. It must have came in like after 8 o'clock or something because that's what time I was in my room. And I didn't go back out again. So I left there about 8 o'clock and I hit 5 attractions. I hit the Britain Leaning Water Tower in Groom, Texas, the Big Cross in Groom, Texas. What else was it? The Amarillo Visitor Center. I had lunch at the Big Texan Steakhouse. I went to the Cadillac Ranch, which is just right outside of Amarillo. And then I was going to stop at the Adrian Route 66 midpoint, and I thought that had that waypoint in my phone, but it didn't say anything, and I was like busy looking at the wind farms and all that kind of stuff, and I just kind of like blew right by it. And it, you know what, as hot as it was today, same thing, 96 degrees, high winds blowing north to south, blowing me sideways on the road. So I just said, heck with it, and I just blew on through. So came on through here to Tumancari. It was, what was that? Uh, 181 miles. It said, if you go by that, it's like 4 hours, but I left at 8 and I got here like just a little bit before 3, and the maintenance guy was running the front desk because the 3 o'clock lady didn't show up early. So it is 3 o'clock check in, but she came in like just right at 3 and had a hard time booting up the check in computer thing or stuff. So, sorry, long day. But after I got all settled in and stuff, and I started looking at what the attractions were here in town, it's like the historical museum was closed on a Saturday. Go figure. And most of the other ones, the railroad one and some of the other ones, were all closing at 4 o'clock. So there really wasn't much time to go over to see him. So I only did the Route 66 monument, the TP Curios. What else? Oh, I had supper at Kicks on 66 restaurant. It's set up just like a retro 60s diner, also with long counter seating and booths. Wasn't done in the red and white checker thing or whatever, but food was good. I had the Mex combo. So I I put 1,930 miles down so far, and today was another 181. And I've come to discover that in this heat and in this wind, getting close to 200 miles is kind of really pushing it for this old guy. So tomorrow I'm going to hit Albuquerque, and that's like at a little over 200 miles. I got a hotel reservation there also, another cheapo hotel. And then after Albuquerque, I think it's like 530 miles to Williams. So I'm getting within shooting range, but man, I'm telling you what, this wind and this heat, it's pretty good. I tell you, you pour water on yourself, and it's dry in less than a half an hour. It's pretty wild, the lack of humidity here. But so far so good. I mean, I'm going to the bathroom and it's clearish, so I'm staying hydrated with my bag, and luckily I haven't had any trouble talking any of the filling station like Love's and whatever. They don't care if I fill my hydration bag up with ice. I'm buying water and getting fuel there anyway, so it's not a big deal. So anyway, the trip's going good, and I don't know if I'm going to push it from Gallup to Williams, and just there's some cheapo hotels that are showing up on Expedia and Hotel Tonight. I mean, if I get there a day early and instead of like one more hotel, just stay there until the 17th, and then just check into the hotel I've got reserved up there already. So I'm playing it by ear right now, but not pushing it too hard. But I'm telling you, it's yeah. I've come to discover that but about 200 miles is about the best that I can do because getting around 3 o'clock, you're pretty getting tired about hitting the road. I mean running down the road on the highway with that wind, you're like leaning over to one side, and I'm not really used to that because the bike is so heavy with me on the gear on it. Back in Florida, when a semi passes me, I don't even feel it. But here, in addition to that sideways wind, which I passed through this one little valley area that had a sign that said "Caution, severe crosswinds," and yeah, it was. Uh, but when the trucks pass you, it's like you get pushed. I get pushed around a little bit, and then also when they pass you, I get sucked into their drag zone behind the thing. So there's like about maybe a few hundred feet of drag turbulence behind those things when after they go by. I just haven't really experienced too much of that riding back home and stuff. So that's a little interesting. Not too much one-handed riding, that's for sure. So anyway, we're doing good. We're making progress. We're almost there. So this is Roadhogger saying good night and God bless.